I'm Ron and I'm back again, you know already, with another Ron Sports Reviews. But tonight, we are reviewing Super Bowl 54. San Francisco 49ers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs win 31-20. Kansas City Chiefs are your Super Bowl champions for the first time in 50 years and the second time overall. And it was a good game. They didn't play well for the first three quarters, but they came back. Funnily enough, Garoppolo got out to the lead. Brady's apprentice, protege, he actually got out to the lead. Mahomes came back, which is a little bit of a payback for the AFC title game last year, if you think about it, because a Brady-like quarterback gets Brady'd is kind of a little bit of a good storyline if you think about it. But let's talk about the scoring plays, then I'll talk about what I thought about the game overall besides the scoring plays, and then I'll do probably if I were yous, and then sign off. So, in the first quarter, Robbie Gould kicked a 38-yard field goal to make it 3-0 for the San Francisco 49ers. Then Patrick Mahomes had a 1-yard touchdown run to make it 3-7 for the Kansas City Chiefs. In the second quarter, Harrison Butker kicked a 31-yard field goal to make it 10-3 for the Kansas City Chiefs. And then Kyle Juszczyk tied it up with a 15-yard touchdown reception from Jimmy Garoppolo to make it 10-10. Then in the third quarter, after halftime, I'm not going to talk about the halftime show, because if I did, you probably would cancel me on the spot, and I don't need that. I only have 144 subscribers. And I'm trying to do something, so I don't need to be canceled. So let's just move on to the third quarter. Robbie Gould kicks a 42-yard field goal to make it 13-10 for the San Francisco 49ers. And Raheem Mostert has a 1-yard touchdown run to make it 20-10. For the San Francisco 49ers. Then in the fourth quarter, San Francisco blows it. Kyle Shanahan chokes again, Mr. 28-3, if you will. And Travis Kelce has a 1-yard touchdown catch from Patrick Mahomes to make it 20-17. Damian Williams has a 5-yard touchdown reception from Patrick Mahomes to make it 20-24. The Chiefs take the lead. Damian Williams has a 38-yard touchdown run to make it 20-31, and the Chiefs would lead by 11, and it was basically sealed there. But Kendall Fuller intercepted Jimmy Garoppolo to shut the game down, win the game with 2 minutes left, and the Chiefs are your Super Bowl champions. And by the way, I was just going to say the halftime show wasn't that good, if you're wondering. I didn't like it. I didn't like it when it was announced, and I still didn't like it after it was over. It wasn't anything. But people take the smallest things and get angered by them, so that's why I said canceled. But whatever. So, what do I think about the game besides the halftime show? Well, the thing is it was, as I said, it was the defenses. It was the defense of the 49ers that decided it. In the first three quarters, the 49ers defense played well. They pressured Mahomes a lot, and they didn't really open up the playbook to where Mahomes could have a safety valve to get yardage. They didn't have any sweep plays or any jet plays or any screen plays that would open up options for Patrick Mahomes when it came to getting away from the blitz and trying to stop them from blitzing. Because either Mahomes got sacked or had to run. He got pressured a lot. Patrick Mahomes had a great game. I have nothing bad. Well, it was a good game. It wasn't a great game. He came back. That makes it look better. He still threw 2 interceptions. He had 2 touchdown passes. Let me make sure. 2 touchdown passes and a touchdown run for himself. That's a good game. Almost 300 yards. 286, I think. But he almost hit 300 yards. He had a good game. He was 50% on completions. He wasn't bad, but the offensive line made him look horrible. Like, they didn't never let him settle in because they didn't open up the playbook enough to win the game. early on. They let the 49ers basically control their tempo. And that wasn't a good thing because Andy Reid didn't open up the playbook. He started using jet plays and sweep plays and screens in the fourth quarter, but didn't really use them in the first three quarters. And they still came back, so was he wrong? I kind of say so, but to look at what he did, you have to open up the playbook. Just because it's the Super Bowl, you can't be more conservative than you normally are. This is the biggest chance you've had to win the game that you couldn't. And I know he made one against the Patriots in 2005 with their Eagles, but let's be honest, nobody was beating the Dynasty Patriots teams. Simple. So, this was his best chance, besides some of them that he screwed up in the playoffs before the Super Bowl. This was his best chance. And I know Mahomes probably would have taken him to a couple of more, but who knows? A couple of more bad playoff runs, what would have happened to him? And Andy Reid's a nice guy, so I'm happy it worked out for him. But he needed to open up the playbook more for offense. Because if they had opened up the playbook to where Patrick Mahomes had a safety valve when he was getting rushed, they would have had a lead before the fourth quarter. They would have had the game mostly wrapped up before the fourth quarter. Now, I know fourth quarter comebacks are awesome, but also heart-wrenching. I know this because, I'll admit it, okay, I'm a Tom Brady fan. Let's not get too hasty here. And even the Saints had the fourth quarter comeback, late game comeback when they won the Super Bowl back in 2010. So, whenever my teams win Super Bowls, besides last year, they're comebacks. And even if they lose, it's close. So, I know how you feel. It's not fun. Yeah, it's awesome to watch, but it's not fun because your heart's beating at 100 beats per minute. It's probably shaving 5 years off your lifespan. You got what I'm saying? And even as just wanting the Chiefs to win, liking Mahomes, having friends that are Chiefs fans, really close friends that are Chiefs fans, and I wanted to see happy tonight. Even my heart was kind of racing. I'm like, I don't need this. I'm a Toronto FC fan. I have enough heart-wrenchers as it is. And I'm sure this year's going to have enough heart-wrenchers as it is. I don't need this. But I did. And it was a good comeback. Not going to lie. But looking at the game, the 49ers defense were all over the offensive line of the Chiefs. And the Chiefs defense didn't do much better until the fourth quarter either. Yeah, they caught the momentum back. They made the stops that they need to. But the best player on the Chiefs was Patrick Mahomes. He did all he could. He had that TWTW, as Hawk Harrelson would like to say, the will to win. He had that will to win. And he fought. The defense was horrible. Mostly. They couldn't make a stop until the fourth quarter. The offensive line was trash. Travis Kelce was basically invisible until the second quarter. Late second quarter. Tyreek Hill didn't get much. Sammy Watkins looked pretty good, I have to say. Damian Williams also looked pretty good. But Patrick Mahomes had the Chiefs on his back when he made the comeback. And Patrick Mahomes is just a great player. And I respect him wholeheartedly. Even though I'm not a Chiefs fan, should I say, I respect the Chiefs. I got this hat because I wanted them to win the Super Bowl. It was only $30. I need to wear something, so I always need to wear something. I got the hat. I was going to get a Mahomes shirt, but I couldn't find one. So is living in St. Louis. I was a little bit too... I was like, hey, they're obviously going to have a Mahomes shirt at the mall. No. Nope. But point is I respect Patrick Mahomes. He's one of my favorite players. He just is. I love watching him play football. He is a great player, and I'm happy to see him win. And he's going to get paid. He's going to get paid. Now, to talk about the 49ers offense, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Garoppolo was good. He just made some bad mistakes late in the game, not like really going the Brady route. He was like he learned from Brady. He's had fourth quarter comebacks, but he just made a lot of mistakes. Threw an interception, got sacked on third down Actually, no, fourth down in the illegal, that wasn't illegal touching, but he got sacked, threw it away, looked horrible. Garoppolo and Mahomes played good enough, but the 49ers offense overall was a little bit better. But the defense for the 49ers, either Mahomes, everybody just started clicking, or the 49ers defense got tired. I don't know which. I just don't know which, because they were blitzing well, they were covering well. I think that Andy Reid opening the playbook up some in the fourth quarter basically did it, because he opened up the jet plays, he opened up the screens, he opened up places to where Mahomes could go if he was getting pressured. And they got pretty tired. Like, they kept getting tired out. They just couldn't do it. They just didn't have they didn't capitalize like they did early on, because Andy Reid opened up the playbook like he should have from the first quarter. I think that's what it is. But it also did tire out the 49ers. And the Chiefs did a pretty good job of stopping the 49ers when they needed to stop them, and stop them quickly. And those 2 punts that they got from the 49ers were the only 2 they forced. But they came back. And it was a good way to see them play. So, player of the game, Patrick Mahomes. Now, here are my if I were yous for both fan bases, because I know how it feels on both sides. I just do. Not just NFL, but NBA, MLS, not in the NHL yet, unless you're talking about horrible Game 7 losses, then, yeah, but they haven't even got close to a finals. So, at least the Eastern, like a conference final is close enough, you know? So, with the Raptors, with TFC, and the Patriots, and the Saints, I understand. So, 49ers fans, if I were you, you're going to be back soon. You are. You just are. So, just be along for the ride. I know it sucks. I know it hurts. I know that if things don't go your way, and even if they do, this one is still going to hurt for a long time. Yes, the hurt will go away in increments, but it's still going to hurt. 2007 still hurts, and that was that was 8 years ago. No, I know. 12 years ago. Sorry, it was 12 years ago. I don't know why I thought 8. I was looking at the 0, and I'm like, oh, no, okay, 12, I'm sorry, 12. I can't do math, just saying. For a dude who loves analytics, I can't do math for nothing, so I'm sorry. I just don't know. I'm sorry, I can't do math. That's the one thing I can't do. 12 years, still hurts. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, 18-1, yes. It still hurts. Has it gone down? Yes. Does it still hurt? Yes. 49ers fans, you're going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot for the first year, couple of months. But when you see the 49ers take the field again in Santa Clara, because I brain farted on their stadium again, even though it held a WrestleMania, for God's sakes, and I'm a mark, I should remember. It's going to hurt, but when you see the 49ers step on the field again, it's going to start going away. And the more they win, it's going to start going away. Trust me, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. It'll hurt, but then it'll start going away. You'll be good. You'll be good. It's not the end of the world. And you still have the rings from Montana and Steve Young, so there's that. Chiefs fans, if I were you, celebrate. I know your hearts are beating at 150 miles per hour right now because of that comeback. But trust me, it's time to celebrate. Do whatever you want to do. Keep drinking. Keep dancing. Take off for Super Monday. Not that I was paid to say that. I'm just saying it. Who doesn't after your team wins the Super Bowl? I think everybody does, don't they? Get ready for the parade. Plan the parade because it's coming back to Kansas City. Missouri, by the way, Howard, Trump. Howard and Trump, because they both said Kansas City, Kansas. It's Kansas City, Missouri. Again, I would know. I went to Kansas City, Kansas for a football match. Toronto FC and Sporting Kansas City. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's a hotel racing track football pitch, football ground, and a strip mall. That's it. I'm sorry. That's it. That's all it is. Kansas City, Missouri is more. Kansas City, Kansas is nothing. Ugh. Unless you're going there for a football match or I guess the Speedway, don't. Honestly, don't. I mean, they even closed the damn Schlitter bond because I'm not talking about that. So unless it's a football match or the Speedway, don't go. I'm not saying I hated it, but there's nothing. There's nothing. So, in Kansas. It's Missouri. It's Missouri. It's Missouri. It's Missouri. Did I stutter? No. Okay. But my point is, Kansas City Chiefs fans, celebrate. Chop all night long. Chop on. Drink. And you're the champions. It must feel good. I'm sure it does. You know what it is. So, before I go, let me say, go look in the description. Click on the links to donate to the Australian fire relief causes. Because I know as winners, you must feel in a giving mood. And if you're losing, you probably feel like you're in a giving mood too. Go check those out. If you could give, donate. You know what it is. If you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. The Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. How about those Chiefs? I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace.